Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. From the 29, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Alert 3, 36, 36.
Now Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike front. Mike front forward. Let's go, team. Don't be alone down.
Allen off the play fake. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
Throwing on second and long. Allen throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch the gun. 54. We don't want this. Monday. Slam.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From the 41, Allen. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to face a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here we go. Back man. Waiting. You're not ready. You're not ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Rush in. Rush in. Ram. Under 10. 10. You got sight. You got sight right there.
And a short gain here down to the 22. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Check. 3 down.
Hey, empty.
Show it up.
Here.
He's mine. Twist. Check 30.
Great.
31.
Wentz. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Here's Connor on first down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Round 80.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, he'll get that one complete to Connor. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. So we got man. He's coming. We got time.
To throw, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. The 20.
I hope you brought your left.
Wentz now on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Black, come on.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Go. 180.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready? 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Bang, 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 bang. 49, check me up. Check 49. Slam, slam, slam.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, check 24.
On second down now, it's Sanders, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal.
Here we go. Luciano, you gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, lucky. Go. Kill. Hey, squeeze. Hatchet.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's now fourth down and goal.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
We got this on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Mike. Watch the back. 53's the mic. 53.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
My 7.
54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check motion.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Trey 15. Trey 15. Go. Go.
Wentz now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
What you got, Heavy? 57. 57. Give me some. Lynn, fly 3. Lynn, fly 3.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Switch.
Here, shift.
Motion.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
53 is the mic. I'm here all day. Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike.
Yeah. You don't want none. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Half 85. Half 85.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go,
To the air, Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Sponge. No. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
I'm not ready. Some.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Johnson's got it complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Monday. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Check. Hey, Alpha.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Okay, just like that. Shorty. Jam. Joker. Ram.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Motion.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
I'm coming.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He finds his man Johnson. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Watch a slant, watch a slant.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep, and now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Push him back. Push him back. Go back, go back. We got motion, we got motion. Back. Hang in there.
From the 36, Wentz. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Let's go. Pick it up, D.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Stay at home, stay at home.
Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score Eagles 34, Steelers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike, lefty. Check, 55, Mike.
To throw is Wentz. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Allen. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Connor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 27, Allen. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. They'll run here with Connor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shot. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
I smell fear in that offense. Take four. Check.
On first down, Dobbins. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz, deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Mike Brown, 80. Mike's 5-4. Here we go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2nd and 5 now. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Allen. Ebron's got it. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen on the left side. It's McDonald. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He'll try and run forward with Connor. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
That's 319. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get that ball here. Alert. Check 43. Check 3. Check 3. Pass.
On 1st down, Allen. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
I know you feel that.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 13. Check 13.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
5-9. Mike 51. Mike 51. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Two Janet. Sunday. Hey, check. Here, sit. Hot. 51's Mike. Mike 51. On the ball.
Throwing now is Wentz. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite.